good. Don't worry. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's good.
Yes.
It's great.
So, okay, about our book, we have chapter 13 today, and I have asked you about the key ideas of this chapter. What are the key ideas that you have
Maybe,
found?
maybe I say. I think a businessman is a serious person who has an important goal. This goal should benefit people. Our hair counted the stars.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So, the main idea, the key idea of this chapter is what?
Um, uh, is
Mm-hmm.
a serious person who has an important goal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me, I'm writing down. So, serious person who is,
Who
what did you say?
has an important goal. Цель.
Important goal. Who
Важная
has
цель.
an important goal. Uh-huh. Serious person who has an important goal. Okay.
Yes.
Any more ideas? One idea you have found. Serious person who has an important goal. Mm-hmm.
This words a little prince. Oh, yes, a little prince. Uh, uh,
Uh-huh.
he he have
Has.
he has think so. Он так думает. Ну, он так
He
считает.
thinks. He thinks so.
So.
How does he think? What do you mean? What does he think about the serious person?
Uh, when he he has on the third planet so a businessman when counted the stars.
Yes. So I'm asking. So you have read the chapter number 13. What are the main ideas of this chapter you have found? So you said a serious person who has some important goal. That is the idea. Yes, the serious person is the person who has some goal, who has some important goal.
Yes.
That is the first idea. Any more ideas, maybe, Angelina, you have found?
Don't
Only one idea.
don't
Okay.
don't
Yes.
know пока.
Yes, that's good.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I have written it down. Tatiana, what about you? What main ideas you have found in this chapter? The key ideas.
So this is chapter about businessman, which think if he will count the stars, when the stars will be belong him.
So how can we write it down? What can I write down? So the idea is, or the key idea of this chapter is that businessmen
I write the word count, считать.
Counts the stars.
Yes.
The businessman counts the stars. Okay. Any other ideas? The businessman counts the stars. Any other ideas?
So then he count the stars. He think what the stars belong him. Ну, то есть, когда он считал звезды, он думал, что они ему принадлежат.
Yes. So, okay, what we can write down. The businessman counts the stars and he thinks that it means they belong to him.
Yes.
And he thinks that it means they belong to him. Okay.
I think that the stairs don't need or never никому не нужны. Поэтому они его, звезды.
Yes, he said that if I think about the stars, I'm the first who thinks about the stars. That means they belong to me.
Yes, первый, да, увидел. First person. He saw first person.
Yes.
The stars.
Okay. Tatiana, do you have anything, any more ideas about this chapter? About the chapter. So he was counting the stars, and he thinks that it means they belong to him. That is the first idea.
So I write the group words that
Yes.
calculation. Yeah. And in this group have words calculation, mistake, manage, count, accurate, and useful. So. And
yes. And the idea, have you written any idea?
So he think what his calculation this is important. But this is just calculation for nothing. So because they don't important, they don't have смысл.
Yes. So now I'm asking we're not discussing, we're just trying to share the key ideas that we have found in this chapter. So your goal is to find the main idea of the author or of the text that we are reading. And that is our main goal, to find the idea or to form in words. So yes, we can explain something, but we have to say it in 1 or 2 sentences.
So I can say what the businessman want rent for stars. So
sorry, businessman?
Want rain.
Wants to rain. Wants to rain. Yeah. To manage. Yes, to manage the stars. Okay, good. Wants to manage the stars. Okay. Yulia, what about you? What ideas have you found?
I really don't know what to add.
Mm-hmm.
I think the author shows us a person who do nothing and thinks that he is rich and powerful.
Mm-hmm. So the person who is doing nothing and but thinks
Yes,
he is
he's
rich
rich and powerful.
uh-huh. Okay. Yes, I have written them all down. Now I will show you these ideas, these statements. Let me just save them here. Yes. Okay. And Tatiana has sent me her words, the group of words before. And Tatiana, would you mind if I show them here right now online?
Okay. You can
Your
do
task.
this. Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you. So let me download presentation. Okay, so what can you see on the screen?
We see discussion chapter 2.
Discussion chapter 2. Okay. Just. Так.
Yes, this is.
Yes. So here are the ideas that you have.
Now we see about
Yes.
Little Prince chapter. Yes. So.
So these are the key ideas that we have written right now. Serious person who has an important goal. The businessman counts the stars and he thinks that it means they belong to him. The businessman wants to manage the stars, and the person who is doing nothing but thinks he is rich and powerful. These were our ideas that we have written right now. And here is Tatiana's words that she has sent me before. So these are the key words that you have written down, right? Or you just have written down the words that you don't know how to translate?
No, this is the important words.
Important words, the key words.
Yes.
So here are the important words, and here are the groups that Tatiana has written. So the property, patent, or patent, calculation, and object. Okay, so let's see what are the groups. So the businessman. How do you think? Which group does it refer to? Property, patent, or patent? I don't know. Patent or patent? Which group does it refer to? Businessman.
So calculation, I think.
Patent. Calculation. Okay. I think that is the word that is really important here, because the chapter's name. No, the chapter doesn't have any name. So the businessman is the main hero of this chapter. So the businessman is a very important word because he is the hero of this chapter, right?
Yes.
So didn't even raise his head. I think that that is not the important word, because what is the important word? How do you think? The important word is what? So you have found some words, you think they are important, but what is the important word? So this is the word that we can't understand the sense of the sentence without these words, or the sense of the chapter, the sense of the text. То есть мы не можем понять смысл, да, если мы уберем эти слова, то смысл теряется, да, мы не можем понять смысл. То есть это вот означает слово, важное, да, какое-то основное слово текста. То есть, смотрите, сейчас мы что делаем? Еще раз мы пробуем выделить основные слова, потом распределить их по группам, и из этих групп как бы вывести уже основную идею текста. Вот у нас основное слово, например, бизнесмен, да, то есть он вообще главный герой этой главы. Вот это вот didn't even raise his head, то есть он не поднял головы, да, не посмотрел. То есть, можно сказать, что оно главное, но, то есть, в чем его значение? То есть, почему он не поднял головы?
Делал свою работу.
Да, he was
звезды
busy.
считал.
He
Busy,
was
да.
busy. He was busy, he was counting, he was serious.
Yes.
He was busy. By the way, businessman, it is, this word consists of busy or busyness and man. Who is businessman, by the way?
Очень занятый человек.
A busy man, yes. Some busy man. Okay. Cigarette. So he has a cigarette. I think here the word cigarette is not important, because he was just lighting a cigarette. He has a cigarette, but it doesn't make any sense to us. If he has a cigarette or if he doesn't have a cigarette, it doesn't mean any sense. So it doesn't have any sense in this chapter. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, да.
It doesn't mean.
Don't important.
It is not important. It doesn't mean anything to us. Yes. Okay. Serious man is important. It is the same as businessman. Didn't even raise his head. So he's a serious man, a busy man, that he even didn't raise the head. Trifles. Again, yes, this is an important word. And which group does it refer to? Пустяки, да, trifles. То есть к какой группе опять слов? Это к этой же группе относится, да, что он был какой? Занятой, да? То есть он не отвлекался по пустякам. He was busy. He didn't pay attention to any trifles. And he was serious, busy man. Again, the group, how can we call this group of words? He was busy, serious, he didn't pay attention to trifles, he didn't raise his head when a little prince arrived. How can we call this all these words in one word? То есть вот эту вот группу слов мы должны назвать какой-то одной идеей, да, одним словом, общим, подходящим для всех. То есть вот он был бизнесмен, серьезный, там не поднимал головы, не отвлекался по пустякам, все что-то делал, да, он что-то делал.
No serious word.
Yes, we can say serious or busy man. Yes, he was busy. He was busy with some actions. He was busy with some actions. Okay, interrupt. Again, here, the meaning of busyness, of some, of doing something, of some process, of some action. He didn't like when somebody interrupted his business. He's doing something, right? Beetle, right? Beetle, жук. Yes, he was explaining what is he counting. Here, Beetle doesn't have any importance because there is no. So he was not telling us about the Beatles. What he was telling about stars. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I
He
don't
was telling
remember.
about stars. He said that they're like Beatles, some golden Beatles that he's counting. So it doesn't matter. It is not important here because he's not telling us about the Beatles. Mistake.
It's a serious word
Is a serious word.
for a businessman.
Yes. Again, it refers to a businessman, right? At
Right.
some business, at some being, calculating, being doing something, and some serious deal, some serious action. Calculations, again, refers to businessman or to
Yes.
be busy, to be busy with some action, with doing something. The next word about health, about his health, maybe again it refers to some people who are busy with doing something and they have problems with their health. Stars. Okay, we have discussed already that this is his business, stars. He's counting stars. Again, to business. It refers to business. Accurate. Точный.
Точный
So,
расчет, скорее всего.
yes, he was accurate with counting. Again, it refers to this group of words that we can call business. Да, к этой всей группе.
Serious word.
Бизнес или быть занятым какой-то деятельностью. To own. To own.
The first word for the businessman, for businessman, собственность. Это же главное для него.
Yes, so this is a very important word, to own something. They were discussing about what does it mean to own something. To own. Okay. Reign, царствовать. Там было reign, да, как бы царствовать. He said that the king reigns, but he owns, he manages, he owns. These are different things, he said to the little prince. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, understand.
А там разве не сам бизнесмен сказал, типа, я хочу царствовать? Или я что-то перепутала?
Так, ну давайте посмотрим. Давайте. Так, сейчас я открою. Так, это у нас drunkard. Давайте следующего откроем. Так, вот, по-моему.
В предыдущей странице было внизу.
Да?
Угу.
Так, сейчас посмотрим. Это вот это вот начало. Тут нету. Давайте вот, по-моему, здесь так.
Вот, в самом низу.
Сейчас. Ага, kings don't own, he said.
Ah,
They reign over. Kings don't own, they reign over. It's quite different, he said. So to own and reign, these are different for the businessman. The businessman owns, the king reigns. These are quite different things, he said.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Так. Вот там. Мы с вами смотрели. Так, видно вам? Сейчас.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. So, to own and to reign are different things, he said. So, for him, to own is better than to reign, so to say. Ага. Rich, да? Богатый. I think that to own and to be rich, these are just almost the same ideas. To reach means to own something, to be rich. Do you agree? То есть у нас вот слова rich и own, да? Можно ли их как бы вместе поставить? То есть они примерно одинаковые означают. Владеть чем-то, быть
Yeah.
богатым, то есть что-то иметь, да? Что-то иметь.
Yeah.
Если are the words to be busy, to be a businessman, and to own, to be rich, are they the same in this chapter? То есть можем ли мы объединить вот слова бизнесмен и
Yes,
богат?
yes, yes,
Yes.
we can.
I think we can't here, because a businessman is the person who is busy with something. He is doing something. He has some action to do, some things to do. But a person who is rich, who owns, it is the person who owns something. He is not doing, he owns. Because the businessman can be a person who is doing something, but he's not rich. Yes, we can say that they are just almost the same, but in this chapter, okay, let's let it be like you say, that they are the same. So to be rich, to be businessman, to own is all about the same. But I don't think so, frankly speaking. Okay, because a businessman, you can be busy with something, you can do something, but you cannot be rich at that moment. So you can be busy, but not rich. A lot of people are busy with their work, many hours a day, but they are not rich. But they're busy, they are doing something. But they don't own anything. Okay. Discover, обнаружить. I can't remember what he discovered. I can't
He
remember.
said about the stars. What if?
Yes, he discovered the stars, and that means they belong to him.
Yes.
Yes. So this is about belonging, about owning. So he owns the stars. Again, about the idea of owning. Belong to, принадлежать. Again, about owning something, to be rich, to own, to belong. Particular, определенный. I can't remember the context. I think this is not so important because what was it about? I even can't remember. Diamond, алмаз. Again, I don't remember. Island, остров. Don't remember. What was it?
Я тоже. Me too.
This is
Pattern.
when the little prince said with businessman about discovery something. What?
Yes. Yes, the idea of owning. If you discover an island, that island belongs to you.
So yeah.
Yes. Patent. Again, this is the idea of belonging to someone. Yes. For example, he invented something or discovered something and he has patented it. Okay, to manage, пересчитываю, да? To manage, управлять, считать, calculate, да? Manage, управлять, to manage. So he's managing, so he again owns something. The idea of owning. To count, bank, and useful. Yes, the idea of being useful. They have discussed the idea of being useful. So what groups have we determined while discussing the words? What groups of words? What are these main ideas or groups of words that we have discussed right now? We discussed about businessmen.
Yes, businessman.
A person who is busy with something, who is doing something, who is calculating or doing something. And what else? The idea of having something or owning something, that something belongs to somebody. Идея принадлежности, как бы так скажем. То есть, когда мы что-то имеем, что-то у нас есть. То есть, мы что-то делаем, потом что-то имеем. И вот последняя была идея полезности. They discussed what is to be useful, what is to do good. Okay. And let's discuss some questions. So, what is the businessman? What is the businessman? How can you determine this word? What is a businessman?
In the book or in real life?
In real life. So how you understand? Yes, and how the author of this book is describing this idea in his text as well.
So
Yes.
in the book, businessman, this is a man which count the stars, and he think what he belong the stars, but in real life, businessman, this is a man which do calculation, and in the book he do calculation, but in real life he calculation the money, how I remember.
Yes.
So, and this is more useful than the calculation the stars. So
Okay.
what?
Yes. Thank you. Angelina, what do you think? What is a businessman?
Businessman is very a serious person. Is a serious person.
And who is a serious person? Serious person means what?
the person who has an important goal.
Yes. Who has some goal? Yes. And
his goal, it is counted the stars
okay.
on the calculator.
Okay. So the businessman is a serious person who has some goal, who is doing some work.
Yes.
Yes, or calculating something. Okay, Yulia, what do you think? Who is a businessman?
Okay, in book, businessman is a person who is very busy, and he hasn't time for trifles,
Yes, trifles.
and for anything else matters in his life, to do exercises or to go a stroll. And in real life, businessmen, very busy people too, but they do their work and make money. Businessman in this chapter, I think, don't owning anything, because the stars don't belong for him, but he really believe in that.
Okay, and so do you think the money belongs to a businessman in real life? In real life, money belongs to a businessman?
Not exactly. Money is a way to be rich, a way to own some houses, cars, and others. So in real life, businessmen have a lot of money, if he good businessman, of course, and he can buy on it important things for him, and these things, the things belongs to him in real life, not in his imagination.
Это нужно свое
Okay.
мнение было сказать, то есть не по главе 13, да, а свое мнение сказать, кто такой бизнесмен, да, так? Я так
Ну, и
понимаю.
свое,
И там
свое не
можно,
всегда,
да?
да. Свое всегда мы говорим, да. Ну, я имею в виду, что,
понятно.
как вы понимаете, вот обычной жизни, да, и как здесь описано.
I understand you.
Okay. So the question number 3: what is to be serious for the businessman and for the little prince? So they were talking about some putting the stars in the bank, and the little prince said, that is poetic but not serious. He said, that's not serious. And he said that he has some different ideas about what is to be serious. So the businessman said, I put them in the bank. I put the stars in the bank. I write the number of the stars on the sheet of paper, and I lock this paper in the drawer of the bank, somewhere, for example. And the little prince said, that's not serious. So what is to be serious for the little prince, and what is to be serious for the businessman? Is there any difference?
The little prince in this chapter said that if I own a scarf, I can tie it on my neck and take it away. If I own a flower, I can take it away. So it's something that he can use in his life, not let it in the bank and think that I'm rich.
Yes, he can. Yes, use or take something, because the businessman can't take stars. He can write them, the number of the stars, somewhere in the paper, or put this number in the bank, and that's it. He can't take the stars. He
Yes.
said.
Yes. So if you own a thing, you can use it, not only thinking about.
And what did the little prince say about a flower? He said, "I own a flower," and
he continued to which I water every day. He water every day. He own 3 volcanoes,
yes,
which
volcanoes.
he rake out every week.
He cleans them. Yes, he's taking care of them. Yes. So, what is the difference between the little prince and the businessman? Question number 4. To own something or somebody, what does it mean for the businessman and for the little prince?
For businessmen, it
Question
means
number 5.
only to count it, to calculate it. For little prince, to be useful and take care of them, and can use it if you need, because he take care of his volcanoes, and he hit his foot on it. He waters his flower, and then he saw on it, and he breathed his fragrance and enjoyed of it. So this is a real thing.
Yes. Okay, that. But before you said that to own something means to use something. You can't use the stars, but you can use the flower or the scarf. So,
Yes.
and now you say that to own something means to be useful for somebody or something. So, to use or to be useful?
No, to be useful and to use it. I think it's all together, because if you have in real life, if you have a flat, you have to take care of it, or house.
Yes.
And you can use it, you can live there, you can spend your time there, and everything. But if it's only on piece on paper, you don't do anything with it. It's only a piece of paper. You don't have this in real life, I think. You
Okay.
can buy it, you can sell it.
And what about money? It is just the piece of paper.
Это перекликается с другой книгой.
Да, очень перекликается, да.
Да. Yes, money is a piece of paper, but it means a lot in real life. How much money do you have? So that's you spend it for your joy, for your life. It's not only a piece of paper, because it's я даже не знаю, как это сказать, но это же не просто какой-то листочек бумажки с цифрами, правда?
Ну, получается так.
Да.
Just a piece of paper with numbers, just the same as the businessman put in the drawer the number of stars and the piece of paper. That's what money is. The paper and the number. That's what money is. And we put it in the bank, just the
Yes,
same as he does.
yes, but сложно, как это сказать?
Yes.
Maybe
Mhm.
for children, they think money that it's only a piece of paper with the numbers,
Mhm.
because they really don't understand what is the money, how to get it, how to spend it. So maybe it's only child's vision of this.
Mhm. Okay. And what about the grown-ups? Do they
Uh,
know how to spend the money?
I think they think that they know.
Uh-huh. Okay. And for you, the question number 4, to own something or somebody, what does it mean for you personally? To own something or somebody, what does it mean?
I think at first to be useful, to take care,
Mhm.
and then enjoy of it.
Mhm. So if you own money, for example, how can be useful? How can you do good?
If to own money, to manage it.
Mhm. To manage money, yes, to manage money properly, and yes, to be financially literate and to know how to manage money.
Yes,
That's really useful. That's
you.
useful.
Yes.
Hmm.
And after that, if you have a lot of money, you can spend it for your joy, for your life. No, so at first you manage it, and then
Hmm.
you enjoy it of it. And that's I think about everything, because if you have a house before, you have to be useful to this house. You have
Hmm.
to take care to clean it,
Yes.
uh, to no, да.
Yes. Take care of the cows. And
Yeah.
if you own a wife or a husband,
Yes, it's not a subject, because but you have to take care of her wife, or wife, or mm, husband, because it's their relationship, and take care of each other. It's most important.
mhm,
So to be useful for him or her, it's important. And
mhm,
if you uh, do it good, maybe
yes,
you enjoyed your relationships.
yes, yes, you enjoy and you use this for yourself as yes, some joyful relations. Okay, Tatiana, what do you think about to own something or somebody? What does it mean for you?
Hmm. So I think when the human owns something, this is
Yes.
they mean what the subject they own him. This is will be object, so not a
Yes.
life something. So this is clothes. This is I don't know books on another object, but then we say it on somebody. This is this is a little scared. So
Why? We can say, okay, you can say to have somebody. For example, to have children, to have wife. It means the same to have or to own. They are synonyms.
Yes, this is the listen better. So when we own somebody, this is mean what we how say it in English?
Mhm.
We are responsible for this.
Responsible.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
In the book, this is about the rose. The little prince own the rose, and he care for her. So
He's taking care. He's watering the flower. The rose.
yeah. So this all.
Yes. So he's responsible. He's doing good to this flower. Okay. Angelina, what about you? To own something, or to have something or somebody.
Я немножко вот это own забыла. Это вот
Это
объект
владеть,
или
владеть.
субъект?
Have.
Владеть объектом или субъектом, да? Мгм.
Ну, нет, владеть чем-то или кем-то.
А,
Something or somebody to own.
мгм,
Владеть, да? Иметь что-то.
мгм. Что имеется в виду владеть? Мгм.
Да, для вас вот что такое иметь что-то или владеть чем-то, это что значит?
Мгм. I think about um, to own somebody or something or somebody. It is is
Difficult
думаю,
question.
думаю,
Hard
is
question.
to be is to be happy, happy a man, but смотря чем владеть. I think if to own something it, is it rich богатством it rich
To be rich.
to be rich
To have much money, right?
yes
Much
right
money.
to have rich money it is important for my family because y- I can travel in the different country and may know now world
Yes. Other countries in the world.
yes
Okay. Okay, and so I want to share with you so my ideas that I have found in this chapter. I have found only two main ideas, two key ideas. Is the first is to be busy or to be serious, to do something. So to be busy with something, like this businessman. And the second is to own something, or when something belongs to somebody, or somebody belongs to somebody. So, of course, we can combine these two ideas. We can make them together, and we can say that there's only one idea in the chapter, but I have defined them like two separate ideas. And what I have stated from the chapter is that to be busy, or to be businessman, or to be a serious person means to be someone who does things that are useful for himself and for others. So the businessman or the busy man in this chapter was calculating the stars, but that was not useful neither for him nor for the stars or for some people or for anything. It was not useful at all. He was doing some job, he was working, he was busy with something, but it was not useful for himself and for others. And I like this idea of who is the businessman. And we're reading now the Rich Dad book, and I really liked that these two books are like some parallel books and the parallel ideas in these books. So the businessman is not a person who has a lot of money, or he's very busy and he works a lot, but this is a person who does things that are useful for himself and for this world or for other people. This is the first idea. And the second is to own. What does it mean to own or to belong? These are different words. To own means владеть, а belong – принадлежать, да, как бы, но значение, ну, в смысле, идея примерно одинаковая. То есть to own something or somebody means to give good to the object that belongs to you. And I liked the idea that Yulia said, that it also means that we can use it. So it means to give good, we give good to the object that belongs to us, and this object or subject so does good to us, vice versa. So, for example, if we manage money, so we have money, we own some money. If we manage them financially literate and we manage them right, this money will give us profit, or it will give us good. So to own means to give good to the object that belongs to you. Or, for example, if we have children and we give them good, that means that we own in a right, in the right way, because we can own somebody or something, but we don't give any good to this object or to this person, and we only use and use and use, but we are not thinking about how to give good. So what do you think? Can you share your thoughts about that? These two ideas, we can combine them, of course, but let's talk about these two ideas. So to be busy and to be to own, to have something. Can you share your thoughts about these statements? Silence.
Combined — это смешанность, все это.
Combine — это, да, это объединить, да? Объединить. Combine — объединить. Окей. Как-то непонятно, да, что я сказала?
Немножко. Что-то там объединить.
Непонятно, да? Ага. Окей. Ладно. Хорошо. Ну тогда я просто предложила вот ну, как бы те утверждения,
Качество,
которые я
наверное.
выписала ну, вот, из этой главы, да, и предложила вам поделиться мыслями, что вы думаете, можно ли так сказать или нет. То есть можно ли так определить, такое определение дать или нет. Или вы не согласны, есть ли у вас какие-то на этот счет идеи.
So I agree with
You.
with tone something or somebody means. So,
Мгм,
but about businessmen,
мгм.
I don't think what every businessman do someone good for ours.
Yes, yes, of course.
This
Yes,
is
but
sad.
mhm. Yes, I agree that not everyone does good to others, and yes, that's true. That's true. That doesn't happen every day and about everyone. We can't say about everyone, every businessman that he does good for others or for the world. But that is what we have to strive for, да, стремиться как бы к этому.
Yes.
Of
Мгм,
course.
мгм. Okay, okay. So I want just to add that why I'm asking all these questions about the meaningful words, the key words, the key ideas of the chapter, because I want to show you how to understand not the text literally, but to see the main idea behind the text, behind the words, the letters, to see the main idea of the text, of the chapter, of the book, or of the speech, anything. Because I really, I'm sure that it's very important to see not the words, but to see the idea, what the author is saying to us or is trying to explain. Okay. Yes, you wanted to say something.
No,
Yes.
я поперхнулась.
Ah, okay. Okay. Anything to add?
What?
Do you want to add anything, or we finish the class?
So, no, I don't want to say. I just подавилась, честно.
Okay. Okay.